Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoons.
So cozy.
Time I've got, she's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
And welcome back to St. Kohzee Center for Company Nostalgia. Actually, Joe, I lied. You have to add your stream part back right now, because then it won't be in the right spot. So you did it. Thank you. Anyway, as always, Kev lost everything. By the way, this is Kev. So, Kevy the Kid. Hey, welcome, Mr. Sloppy Joe. Yes, and I'm Bear. And this week we are going to play Speedy Gonzales, Los Gatos Bandidos on SNES. We're going to talk about fireworks stories in honor of National Ordnance Day. And then to close it out, we're going to do Carrier Races, another battle war-oriented game.
Wait, there was a Slowpoke Rodriguez?
Yeah, that was his buddy.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of slow was he, though?
He was just physically slow.
Okay.
Like, he moved as a sharp contrast to Speedy, but he also spoke slow, and so you would think that he might be slow, but I think he was just literally slow.
Is there any controversy around Speedy Gonzales? I'm assuming he's no longer in the Disney canon.
I would imagine not.
Of course. I think some white people got mad at him.
Oh, white people got mad. That's probably true.
Of course.
Actually.
Who else
That's
is it going to
probably
be?
right.
It's
Yeah.
probably white people. White people started it and they got mad about it, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Plot is basically the Gatos Bandidos come to town and take all your mice friends away, and you've got to go get them.
Wow, the cats come and take them all away. That's a pretty heavy story, because you know where they're going. Some sort of camp for later consumption.
Consumption camp.
Yes.
Consumption camp.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, noise.
Ominous.
Good. I'm not sure about that gradient over, like, it looks like they're dangling over, like, a lava or something.
So saying it's pretty ominous.
They're going to cook them.
Okay, very Sonic-esque vibes I'm getting already.
Immediately. I've got a little kick here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looks like the littlest, most useless kick.
There, there.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Seems
Yeah.
pretty content, though.
Oh, God. It's like the California Raisins failed equivalent of figs, the Mexico City figs.
Yeah, Perry the prune, you know.
Yeah, I think you have to use gravity to get the rest of your speed going. Yeah.
There
Yeah,
it is.
there he goes. It's very Sonic-esque, honestly.
That right there, that's pure Sonic. They just stole that.
Yeah,
that
they did.
Animation
They
and
did.
everything of him standing on the edge.
Although his kind of looks like he's doing it on purpose.
Showboat.
Retention. Yeah.
He's showboating.
I think we got 3. 3 out of 8, maybe?
Wonder what happens.
They die.
Oh, do we have to watch them die?
Yep.
The next cutscene. They're being eaten alive by cats. And the reviewers at the time said it was simple and would appeal to younger audiences, but it's pretty and it sounds good.
This 30-year-old game wasn't intended for me in my old age.
Kick him. Right off the mountain. God.
Wow. No fall
Fall
damage.
damage.
There we go. Well, what's terminal velocity for a little mouse like this? Like, the most he could pick up with wind resistance. Ooh, that looks
Dangerous.
Hot.
What are you taking a selfie?
So I'm going kind of full speed here, and if I press the other direction to turn around, you don't get like a slide animation or any indication that you're slowing down or turning around. It just feels like it's not obeying your command. So I understand that.
There's no indication that you're actually Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah, that's my review.
This is another game where they ripped off a better game, and then they just didn't rip it off all the way. You know.
Surely would.
For a second, I thought
Surely.
that said Shirley Hood, but
Shirley's Hood.
surely this is the hood. You got to rescue G-mice in this round. G-mice in the hood. Yeah, okay, it makes
Yeah,
sense. It's all
Shirley's
coming
Hood.
together.
It's all coming together.
The shoes on the bush? This really is the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, are there shoes on the power line?
Yeah.
I see mushrooms back there. Ananitas muscaris.
Also, that lets you go to super speed faster.
Yeah.
Oh, if
So
he's
they
on
just-
mushrooms?
He's on shoes.
Oh, he's on shoes, not shrooms. Got it.
Oh.
God!
This sign is
I
pretty
like
great.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Shirley's Hood.
Pre-K, yeah. Shirley's Hood indeed.
All right, this looks okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
give us a little zip line.
That's cool.
Also Sonic.
Nice, Joe.
Ooh.
Look. Look.
Oh.
Didn't care. Wow.
It's right to the end.
Thought this game could be more of an opportunity to teach kids Spanish, but there's a couple words they
So
throw
far,
in, but
We got Andale. We got Gracias. Banditos.
gatos.
Gatos.
Gonzales.
That is all. Gonzales. Double jump. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Shirley's
Out of
pissed.
Shirley's Hood.
Yeah, that happened with bar games, Joe, during our own generation. Like, the bars in my late 20s started stocking, like, giant Jenga and giant,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
what's the one where you stretch out and on the colors and whatever?
Twister?
Twister. Yep.
The point of that game is that it's small so that everybody gets all intermingled.
Well, I think they wanted more people
Beast
to play
with
it because,
three
like, you
backs.
can, with adult-sized humans, you can only play with like 2 or 3, I would guess, on a regular-sized Twister.
I ain't trying to bring everybody into my Twister party.
I mean, I think, no offense, Kev, but I don't know if you can play Twister with anyone. You're just, you'd be the whole
own the board.
board. Yeah.
That's the point. Just limbs. My limbs everywhere. You're going to be straddling one of my limbs whether you like it or not.
And that soon became the primary purpose of Twister.
And
It became
that's how Kev
Climber.
went to jail.
Climber, where they climb Kev and see who can stay on him the longest. You win a car. Last one.
Just making me think of Shadow of the Colossus now, but with Kev, he's like trying to knock you off.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, by the way, if it wasn't obvious, we are playing this game because it was Cinco de Mayo just a few days ago. Kev, do you know the history of Cinco de Mayo? I know it's not Mexico's independence. It's more of the battle against France, but I don't know much more than that.
Yeah. The history is way
late
weirder.
1890s or something, maybe? Is that right?
Yeah. When Mexico got its first and only emperor of the Bonaparte dynasty, Maximilian. Yeah. It's a
God,
celebration
emperor.
of a battle they won and a war they lost.
Yeah. I do feel like you kind of, as Joe says, sometimes we kind of know what this game's about. It's a Sonic ripoff, clearly. Why Disney removed Speedy and like what year that was and who did it. And yeah, I wish I would have looked up into the controversy.
I think he may be back because Hispanics were like, wait, why? We like Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah.
But then white people are like, no, he's racist against you. You can't have him. So
He's racist against you.
White people who created him, and they used stereotypes to do so. Then the Hispanic people embraced him because he was their only, Hispanic character. And then the white people took him away because the white people assumed that it was racist.
Yeah.
And then the Hispanics were like, no,
he's kind of like,
he's our only one.
I like him. He's kind of like a white people's version of Kid Rock. He's a stereotype of everything. But you kind of embrace him because it's like, he's kind of fun, though. Or
Right.
Ted Nugent. You know, they're stereotypes of white people, but they're kind of fun.
Speedy was banned by Cartoon Network in 1999 for depicting unfair and untrue stereotypes. Although the issue was not necessarily Speedy himself, but his fellow mice who were portrayed as drunk and lazy.
Oh. Well, that's not even a stereotype of Hispanic people, especially not Mexicans. Not lazy at all. And every culture has drunks.
Every Hispanic I've ever worked with, you waited till after your shift, and then you go to the parking lot and get drunk.
Yeah, and the white dudes would drink Mexican beer, and the Mexican dudes would drink Bud Light.
Bud Light.
If you worked in the
Those
restaurant
were the
business, what we just said is actually, that is just normal Thursday night.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, well, this week's segment, we're going to be talking about fireworks and fireworks stories. It's National Ordnance Day. I don't remember which day that was, but it's one of these days around here. Kev, do you have any kind of...
I do. It's National Ordnance Disposal Day, which is strange that it has a day. So we got this little guy who lost a hand. We got a guy having fun with sparklers, and we got the actual guy who sets off all the fireworks, the hillbilly.
Mm-hmm. The head hillbilly.
The head hillbilly
The head
sets
billy.
off all the fireworks. If you've ever been to a fireworks display behind the scenes, the guys that are setting off those fireworks are the last guys you want in charge of any explosives, but they're great. They're insane people.
Lighting everything
It's like
with that cigar or cigarette.
Yeah, it's carnies who like explosions is basically who does fireworks.
Pyro carnies.
Pyro carny.
High school, like just out of high school, group of friends. Roman candle fight, I think, was maybe a common thing.
Yep.
Let's go bigger. We went over there and we set up battlements and barricades and set up an actual battlefield where, you could take cover and things like that. So we had a whole trunk full of fireworks, mainly Roman candles, but we also had those mortars, that you're supposed to put in the tube that shoot up into the sky and explode.
Oh, yeah.
Those were our hand grenades.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so we had those, and I will say all of that was in one chest that was out in the middle of the field. Total
Sure.
mistake, because if you
Sure.
drop one firework in there, it's all going up. That didn't happen. But we're at it for maybe 30 minutes. Our friend's dad was outside in the lawn chair with beer watching us. He was closer to the house. He's like, well, I'm supervising these kids destroy each other. So someone had one of those mortars and it went stray. You just hear, oh, hold on, cut it. Something went. And then about that time, it goes off and I see up by the house, because it was dark, and I just see a silhouette of his dad as the mortar went off under him. And it's just this like big halo of firework around him. God damn it, that's it. Everybody fucking go home. And our buddy was trying to, yeah, that's it. We got, all right, pack it up.
Fireworks fights are never just a spectator sport. You're going to get involved.
I'm wondering, when that moment, when the mortar went off, I'm wondering, did time slow down for you?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We have footage of this. We have someone that was almost a documentarian at that point in his life. He was recording everything later years of high school. And so he was there. He made an edited version of it that's amazing.
We'll have you do a John Madden-esque breakdown of what's going on.
You see, it comes in here from the side, you see, with a rubber candle.
That's not a Madden voice at all. Sorry.
See, and this, he whips it to the side, and that's where you get this right here. That's the dad blowing up.
I do remember, by the way, artillery shells. I don't remember those being around as a kid. You could buy the little ones that were like self-contained. It was a one-time use job. But at some point in my teenage years, like they started doing the full-on artillery shells where you would drop them in and reuse it, and it would, which is way closer to like a true pyro show. And I remember the first time I lit one of those off, and I felt the concussion of it as it launched, and I was like, I don't know if they should sell this.
That is one of my favorite stories from fire marshaling that didn't turn into a travesty, but it easily could have. As we rolled up, and there's 30 people in the street, and they're setting off those big artillery shells. And we roll up, turn the lights on, and everyone scatters except for the dude that's in the middle of the street with the artillery shell. He had just lit it, looked at us, and then kicked it over. He was trying to put it out, kicked it over, boop, aimed right at us, launches the artillery shell right at the cop car, and blows up.
Cinematic.
Yeah,
So
that
Kev
was like
draws down on him, right? Now we've got to
No, we just sat in the cars. It's like pow, 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 pow,
So
pow,
Kev
around us,
responds
waiting
with a
for it to be done.
grenade.
You want that? Here's a flashbang. That's a real one.
So did
No,
he?
it
Did
was
that
funny
actually
'cause-
like? Did that cover his tracks? Did he run away while that was going on?
No, smoke cleared, and he's still standing there in the middle of the street.
Yep.
It was like
That's the
perfect
one you
cover.
take to jail. He's too dumb.
He is
He's
too
too
dumb
dumb
to
to
do
stay out.
He's not a genius. His only form of ID was his county inmate card.
Well,
Is this your
Yeah.
only form of ID, sir?
They're very expensive. If you've noticed, if you've priced them out recently, they're very expensive. I would show up and I'd be like, "Well, all these got to go." Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm taking all of these. You can't have these in the city limits. They're like, I spent $1,000 on this.
Yep.
Sorry, dude.
Should have bought a hooker.
Yeah. You should have spent it on cocaine and hookers. I don't know what to tell you. That's way
like
more
an
fun.
adult.
I can't really take those away from you.
What's the thermite? Is that the one that'll burn through like car engines and stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
You have something you're planning, Joe, or? I don't...
No. I'm just really interested in chemistry and.
Oh, right.
Let's say I was going to belt a bank vault. I mean, how much would I need really?
Yeah.
Ooh, like a little.
Little trill in there.
Well, this is a Japanese game, so maybe we should pick Japan. Or okay.
Nope. Launch a strike against a Japanese-held island. Here we go. Oh, you get to build your whole squadron.
Wow.
So, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you any
Hellcats,
metrics. Like,
Wildcats.
how do you know what you need?
Exactly.
Well, if you're doing you're probably going to want dive bombers, the Dauntless, because you're not, there's no boats involved. So why do you
Yeah.
need a torpedo?
So,
Do
yeah.
they need fighter escorts, Kev, or?
Always.
So, what is that? My Hellcat and my Wildcat?
Yeah, Hellcat and Wildcat.
What do I need? Dang. What's the spread?
I'm out of my
Fighters
element.
to
This
bombers.
is Kev. This is
yeah,
all
this
Kev.
is all Kev. Lean on Kev here. We know how much fighting you did in World War II.
So you get their screen as well, which is interesting. I guess this is meant to be kind of a two-player thing. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
he's way up. He's way up in this. Oh,
Oh, there we
God.
go.
Oh, God.
we'll just fly through each other, I guess.
Oh, look at that little arrow next to your oil. Is that it?
So he's above me. He's directly
Or
above
is that
me.
just north? Is that point north? I don't know.
You can see his direction. He's heading northwest.
Lord.
And if we run out of fuel,
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
That-
Half second.
That direction arrow is where he's at. Yeah, he'd
Close
already
to
be
the
out of
water,
ammo by
careful.
now. Oh, God. Hit
Oh,
the brakes
nice
and you flew
move,
right by.
Joe. Speed up now.
Throttle up. You're
Speed.
zero.
Oh,
I'm.
you're zero.
Oh,
Why did it take so long to crash in the water?
Dang. Oh, you hit him again.
Yeah, nice.
get out of there.
Wow, this is hard, dude. This is a hard game.
This is really hard.
Come on, brother. How is that not?
You might have hit him there.
I haven't seen any more bullet holes show up. God dang.
I mean, you're all
So
over
he's
this
gone.
dude. Yeah, you're all over him.
Oh, he's running low on
He's
fuel,
almost out
too.
of fuel, dude. So you might just win based on him running
He's
out.
behind me now.
There you go.
Hey, nice.
Hey!
Oh.
Dive bomb was one I couldn't figure out. I was like, is this supposed to be a suicide, like a kamikaze? Because
Maybe
I
if you're-
couldn't.
Oh,
If you're playing as the other team, maybe. I don't know.
true.
Drop the bomb on me.
So if this was
Baby.
two-player, the other guy would be controlling the A. God!
Immediately. They spawn
Yeah.
killed you.
Yeah, they're like, okay, stop playing dive bomb. Go do something else.
Oh, he's got you a couple of times. There you go. That's a winner.
That's pretty
Nice.
good.
I definitely want to see you land.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
see you land as at least a part of what we do.
Some of
What's
that
the part of-
pilot shit.
What was the
Oh,
other
look at-
game
oh,
there
so-
that we used to play? Was it the F word? Was it Top Gun?
Oh,
Yeah,
that one's
are you-
tough.
You would just die every time you tried to
Oh,
land.
yeah.
At least you got the little guy telling you what to do.
I love that game we had on computer, Kev, that F-15. Wait,
Did you do it?
I can't tell.
It didn't blow up, so I'm going to call that a win.
Call that a win.
Okay, so
how
yeah,
close
this
I need
one's
to
about
be.
avoiding the surface to air stuff and then getting close. There you go. Did it drop it for you? Drop too high. So you have to
Drop
be
too
lower.
high.
Okay. Gives you feedback. That's good.
I'm drunk. Look out.
That's okay, actually. See how they can't hit you when you're drunk? Okay, go. Joe.
Oh, God.
Too late.
That was
late.
good, man.
Right on target.
It should really give you some kind of feedback in the moment to let you know when is ideal to release.
Yeah, where's the green zone for dropping this thing?
And it's shot to hell already.
Yeah, not doing. Oh, so now I don't know what my altitude is. That's interesting.
That's right.
That's good.
Yeah. Did you drop it?
No,
Very
I it
kamikaze.
wouldn't.
You crashed into it.
Strafing.
Yeah, see if we can. The three of us see if we can figure out strafing. Okay, immediately getting shot at, and I'm in the water. All right.
Perfect.
Maybe Kev, can you explain to me what a strafing attack is supposed to be?
Exactly what you're doing at the beginning of the dive bombing, where you're just flying past,
Okay.
machine gunning as many aircraft that are on the ground as possible.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we can get into.
I'm not sure what starts you off this low, but
Goodness.
Man, you're getting
yeah, you got you
fucked up.
trained in.
Yeah, once you get.
One,
Okay.
two.
Yeah, you took a few out.
All right.
I guess-
Okay.
All right.
You did a strafing run that time.
Did a strafing run.
Ro, can you put the lyrics to "You've Lost That Love and Feeling" in the chat, please?
Okay. Just
God.
melted immediately. I'm just. God.
There, see, now he can't hit you.
Yeah, it's almost like those quick transitions back and forth he can't do anything about.
Let's get another one.
Oh, you hit something. One thing that this game is it's a Sonic ripoff. So the game design is pretty good just because it's a Sonic ripoff. I mean, there's a lot of elements there that are borrowed, and I don't know how to rate that. Like this seems to happen regularly in some of these games that we do, where they're a copy or a partial copy of another game. But like on that Rise of the Robots game, holy shit! Like, but in this game, is more competent at least. Same thing where it didn't copy enough of Sonic actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a far out, man.
Far out, man.
Oh,
Kev, what do you say?
I would have gone institutionalized.
No,
Formulaic.
I'm with you,
good.
Kev. I think we're going to go institutionalized. That was my vote, too, so Joe's just going to have to lose. Sorry. Yep, I agree with Kev. It's institutionalized because they took something that was already working and they kind of made it passable. They took something great and made it passable. So that's kind of like prison.
Yeah.
Moving on to gameplay, what do you say on Speedy?
I think when you copy it to this level, you invite the comparison just as not as smooth as a Sonic game or another game that moves that fast. It's supposedly about speed. This might be a T2. Why?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
All right, we're all on the same page. Because they could have copied it like Sonic, and they kind of
Why
did,
didn't
but then
you?
they didn't. And so
Yeah.
it's like you have this character with his own lore, his own universe. You could have really stepped up and expanded that while keeping some of the Sonic vibes, but they didn't. They just didn't. So that's a why. Yeah.
The main thing of the whole two characters is they're fast. So just copy a game that's already good and put your characters in there and put your lure in there. People want the lure. People want the, what's going on with Speedy Gonzales and Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Were you out on Satisfaction?
Might be. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh,
Oh wow. Okay. So remember, a 1 would mean it's just garbage, not worth playing, but a 2 means it has some redemptive value. I think this game has redemptive value just because it's a Sonic copy. At the very least, you can play it, and you can Joe progress through the game.
Yeah, it's playable, it's decent, but
But
that would be Kev's personal rating of
Okay, so Speedy Gonzales, Los Gatos Banditos, 2 gushers overall. Unfortunately, it's not very satisfying. It doesn't capture your attention. It's copying Sonic and just not doing anything new to it, and it actually makes it worse because the gameplay and controls were just passable. So could have been great. Could have been a 3 or a 4, worth playing. Unfortunately, they didn't quite have it. From a design standpoint, does it have what kind of stuff does this have, and what is it missing?
I did like the way the UI was handled when you took hits. Sometimes you just don't have that information anymore. Your altimeter goes out. You don't really know how high or low you are other than your visual.
Cool.
So
yeah,
I agree. That is a good one. That's a good feature.
Yeah.
I like it better than just traditional like hit points or whatever. Like I like the randomness of it. Yeah, it's cool. It has a lot of different mission types, so there's there's a variety there, and you're running a squadron, so you're planning. There's something there.
You're really struggling with this one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes
I have
our
a
rating
suggestion,
scale is
Joe,
hard.
if you're okay.
Yeah. I'm open to suggestions.
I think this game might be a forest. Is it good or is it not?
I think an easy way they could have gotten around the split screen thing would have been just have one of your wingmen telling you where he's at. 6 o'clock high, 6 o'clock low.
Yeah,
Sector
good point.
12.
They had enough voice stuff in the game that I think that would have worked much better.
Although it might have gotten annoying with him constantly calling out where the other person. I applaud their effort for trying to fit everything with an air battle into one game, but they kind of do nothing great. They do everything kind of bad.
Okay, so
Very
where are we at
ambitious.
then? Where are we at, guys?
Yeah.
Where are we putting it? Are we going?
I think, is it fun?
Fun.
Okay, I agree. All right, moving quickly to gameplay.
I don't want to take a dump on the controls completely because it feels intentional. Maybe that's the best way to say it. It feels intentional. It doesn't feel like they just F the controls up. Yeah, personally, I might blow this game up.
Oh, okay.
That totally makes sense. I don't want to take a dump on it, but I'll definitely take the piss out of it. It seemed frustrating that you couldn't seem to get the fighter to do what you wanted it to do, and you start the game with the AA gun directly trained into your face and just blasting you. It's a little much. Yeah, I might blow this game up.
All right, Anton. It's got something, but it's frustrating. All right, moving on to satisfaction.
So after watching the dogfights for that long, I definitely needed a vacation.
I was going to
one,
go
too.
T2 vacation as well.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Joe?
Oh, yeah. That one fits
'Cause
just as well.
I want this game to be good, but it's just not.
Exactly. It goes back to the Forest one, really, which is like, is this game good or is it not good? And now it's like, after playing it, it does seem like you're reluctant. We all agree there's some good things here, but yeah, I need to take a break.
Yeah, I'm going to say it too. I think you guys had some good ideas of what could make this game better.
We wanted it to be great, and it ended up being sort of frustrating. It has redeeming qualities. It has some cool stuff it's doing and it's able to do with all the, altimeter, fuel. The hit system is interesting, controlling the squadron, having so much choice and freedom. But then when you actually get out there and start doing it, you need a vacation after playing it because it's not all that engaging, really,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to play with fireworks, remember to target the people closest to you and hold on to the ones you love.
That's
As a
great
shield.
advice. Hold on to the ones you love. That's what St. Kohzee is going to leave you all with this week. Thanks for joining us, and take care.